how to fit a rucksack. This is something that actually, bizarrely, not many people know how to do. A rucksack, when you get it, if you're not experienced with a rucksack, it looks a bit complicated. There's so many straps and buckles and bits to adjust. And essentially, I'm going to run you through the basic principles of a rucksack so that you can put it on your back and it actually feels comfortable. Okay, the first thing is that every rucksack worth its salt has a waist belt. If you've got a tiny little day sack and it's just got shoulder straps, then this video isn't really applicable to you. The waist belt, and you can see this one, this is a good rucksack here, this one is really padded. That's where the majority of your weight wants to go through. Essentially, all of that weight in that rucksack, you can see it's got a frame here, and all rucksacks nowadays have got a bit of rigidity, whether they use aluminium or whether they use wood like this rucksack. They've all got a bit of rigidity, which means that all of the weight gets sent down the frame into the waist belt, and the majority of the weight should sit on your hips, okay? These things here aren't meant to take the weight. These things here are to basically draw the centre of gravity of the rucksack closer to your centre of gravity, basically. If you imagine, if your centre of gravity is way off behind you, it's going to throw you off when you're walking. It's going to feel really uncomfortable. However, if your centre of gravity is as close to your spine as possible, it's going to make walking all that easier. So I've got another video which is how to pack a rucksack, but for the sake of using that information on how to fit a rucksack, all of your heavy stuff is going to be closest to your spine. So all of your heavy stuff is going to be packed on this side of the rucksack, closest to where your body's going to be. Okay, so you've got your waist strap there that you're going to do up, and then this bit here then just pulls the whole thing closer to your body. And when you're fitting a rucksack, make sure everything is undone as loose as possible. So these shoulder straps here, undone. These bits here, lengthened to their absolute maximum. And again, lengthened to their absolute maximum. If you've got any adjustment straps on the side, yeah, lengthen them all. If you've got these ones on the front, again, pull them out to their longest available, so that when you put it on for the first time, you can tighten, basically. You don't want to have the noise when it's on you of having to loosen them off. All the straps are now nice and loose. I'm literally just going to put it on. Now at first, this will seem ridiculous because the straps are all really loose. But what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do up, and this is the first thing you always do up on a rucksack, is the waist belt. Okay, so you put your waist belt on your hips, and you can feel the top of your hip bones here. And basically you want this belt to sit over the, if you can feel your hip bones, you want the belt to sit right over the top of it like that, so that it's got something to grab on. If you're a bloke, it will have less to grab on than if you're a girl. So you then do that, so the waist belt is nice and tight. The next thing you do is these things here, and you can see that if I pull on these two straps here, they will pull the whole thing close to my body. Now, because it's the first time, this is a new rucksack, see that gap there? We don't want that. We want this harness to be close to my shoulders. So that means that this bit here of the rucksack needs to go down, basically. So we need to adjust the rucksack accordingly. So I estimate these need to go down by a couple of inches. Now, all rucksacks are different, all have different adjusting systems, and I'm not going to be able to go through all of them. But essentially, on this pack, all I need to do is haul on this tug here, and the whole of the shoulder harness comes down. It's the most simple system for adjusting a rucksack in the world, and I love it. Put it on. Waist belt first, click and in place. Second, these straps here, bring the whole thing close to your body, and let's have a look at that. Now that's better, isn't it? You can see how the majority of this strap is now touching my shoulders. I reckon that could go down another inch. See the little fold, the little gap at the back there? I'm being picky now, but let's adjust it one more time. Let's make this to go down about another inch. Okay, good. Put back on. Waist belt done up. Pull it nice and close to my body. Let's have a look. Okay, I think that's about as close as we're going to get that harness. Once you've got that, so you've done the waist belt up, then you've done these straps up, which are these ones here. You'll notice you've also got these ones here, flopping around. These are adjustable whether you're going up or downhill. And the centre of gravity, whether you're leaning over, going up a hill, or being more upright coming down a hill, will mean that it's really nice to be able to adjust it while you're going along. I know where these are. I can allow the centre of gravity to go back, or if I want to bring the centre of gravity forward, I can pull on them. And this is quite a big pack, so they're quite high up. But those are the last things to do up. So it's waist first, then these, then these. Now once you've got it all sorted and it's all fitting correctly, and when you take it off and put it on again, you don't need to do all of those straps because you're fitted, you pack well. That is how to fit a rucksack or backpack if you're from America.